Should Nebraska go back to the Big 12? The Big 10 seems to be holding a grudge against Nebraska for a lot of stuff that happened with COVID and all that. Would Nebraska be better off back in the Big 12 while we're talking about them?
I think you'd win more, but it looks like you're running. You know, you look like you're supposed to be big, bad Nebraska. Oh, we can go into the Big 10. This should happen a long time ago. We can compete with Michigan and Ohio State and all this, and you haven't done it. It looks like you're running back home. You thought you could go outside of your street into somebody else's street and beat the biggest, baddest boy on the street, and you got nothing but beat up and went trying to run back home to mommy to get some Band-Aids and tell her that your boo-boo is more special than anybody else's. It's not. It looked like you're running. You talked to Smoke to the Big 12. That went down the way it went down. You said you're too good for it. I'm going to the Big 10, and then you get beat up and sent back home.
Look, they can say you're running, but it won't last, right? Everyone said that about Lincoln Riley. He ran from the SEC.
That's totally
you really
situation.
don't hear it. It won't last. I think it would be better than for move. I think they'll win more games and maybe get a little more face recognition like Nebraska used to have.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of excited for these new teams entering these conferences. Gives us opportunity for new faces kind of build up a little bit.
I agree that I think that there could be a positive scenario for Nebraska to go back to the Big 12, but here's the biggest problem. The two greatest rivalries you had there, Oklahoma and Texas, are now gone.
Yeah.
By the time you could ever get back, they're going to be in the SEC. That's what I was talking about the other day when I said Nebraska, that Nebraska-Oklahoma rivalry, when that died, I think Nebraska kind of died.
Yeah.
Because Oklahoma still has Oklahoma State. Oklahoma still has the Red River Shootout with Texas. Nebraska really doesn't have that. They're not even pulling their weight in the Big Ten West. They can't even go get over into the Michigans and Ohio's and Penn States because they're not even being able to be competitive in the Big Ten West right now. So while I do think maybe it would bring back some nostalgia for them to be able to land some recruits to go back to the Big 12, Oklahoma and Texas aren't going to be there anymore.
I think it's a great point. And Nebraska, I want Nebraska to be good for the sake of college football. But again, you're kind of like the kid that's lost in Walmart looking for your mom. You can't find her and you don't know what to do, and it's not getting any better.
Mm-hmm.
You can always find a new rivalry if you really need it. You know,
No, you can't. You
SEC,
can't always
I guarantee
find a new
SEC is
rivalry.
going to find new rivalries with Oklahoma.
Yeah, because that's going to be in the SEC.
That's
if
fine.
you're Nebraska.
Nebraska can do the same thing in the Big 12.
Who's going to be their rival?
I don't know. Who do you hate the most?
Yourself.
Maybe it's one of the new teams.
Yourself.
Maybe it's one of the new teams.
Yourself.
It's tough to simultaneously lean on your tradition, which Nebraska has a rich tradition, and invent new rivalries that are significant.
Well, quit leaning on your tradition that much.
Good luck with that in Nebraska. That's all they got.
That's what they have right now.
I mean,
That's what they got.
and it's not much. I mean, congrats. Y'all were great back in the day. You were great. No one thinks about that. At least I don't. At my age, they don't think about
I'm not
Nebraska
saying
was
you're
that
wrong.
good. I'm saying, like,
But again, what do you expect them to do?
It's time.
Just stop caring?
Not stop caring, but stop worrying about it so
They've
much.
sold out
in their
every
past.
home
Let's
game.
think about new
They've
stuff.
sold
They
out
are.
every home game since 1962.
The fans are doing
They're
everything right.
fans.
This time's
Hey.
not the fans.
I'm not saying it's the fans, okay? But sometimes leaning on your tradition that much, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but maybe let's try and start some new traditions. Maybe a new one, join a new conference, do this new.
They
maybe
just did that.
They
I
tried.
know, let's do it again. Everyone's doing it.
What conference
Everyone's
are they gonna join
doing
this
it.
time?
Let's go back to the Big 12.
So go rejoin the conversation.
Yes, yes, go do it.
There's an SEC or there's a conference shorts coming for that. So
Yeah,
Just do it.
Like
I mean,
something like that.
everyone's moving. Just do it. It's like the stairs in Harry Potter.
If you like that content, go ahead and subscribe because we're going to be balling every day on Crain and Company. Hit that like button while you're at it and go ahead and smash it like Derrick Henry on an ISO run.